Hey guys, what's up? It's Pixelated Apollo and welcome to my little Fort Siege battle here. I appreciate you guys stopping by and I hope you enjoy this one. This is the Americas expansion and we got a little scenario here. We got the conquistadors against the native tribes over here. But this is a fairly short siege. It is a fort here, so it goes pretty quick. But I'm playing as Portugal. The Ryan King is playing as Spain. And we have the Apachean force over here being played by Coach Capanda. And we have the Mayans, the mighty Mayans, being played by Emperor Great Unknown. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I guess I'm just going to dive right in here and start listing units. We'll start with my army. I've got, let's see, 4 units of swordmen militia. I've got some aventurers here. I've got actually 2 units of them. I have 4 units of dismounted conquistadors. There they are. They're mixed in with the Spanish conquistadors. And then I've got 3 units of peasant crossbowmen. They're somewhere around here hanging out. Probably eating a chicken leg or something. And then, what else do I have? I have some guns here, some muskets. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? They're probably somewhere in this mess of troops. But trust me, I have some guns. The rules were max 1 gun. So that's pretty much my army. I've got pikemen, swordsmen, militia with heavy upgrades, conquistadors with heavy upgrades, and crossbowmen in 1 gun unit. So let's go ahead and check out the Ryan King's army. He's got 4 units of dismounted conquistadors, and then he has about 4 or 3 units of crossbowmen. He does have some musketeers. Here's his gun force. Gotta bring some guns. He's got 2 units of javies. Oh, yeah, that's right. I actually brought some javies as well. I got 1 unit of javies. Here's his general. Check out this general. Look how cool he looks. And check out that armor. So nice. So yeah, he also has some sword and buckler men. He's got like 3 or 4 units of those. And he has some pikemen here. He's got like 3 or 4 units of pike militia. Check these guys out. So that's pretty much our armies. We have very similar armies. I mean, we are Portugal and Spain. They're pretty much the same army. But yeah, oh, I also have a mounted conquistador unit, which is right here. This is where my general's in, but my general doesn't look fancy. This general unit that the Ryan King has, they're called New World Bodyguard. How badass is that? That's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and check out the native tribes force here. Let's start with the Mayans. He's got some jaguar warriors. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Wait. 3 units. And then he has some... No, 4. Yeah, 4 units. Then he has some Mayan jabs here. 2 units of those. Then we have Priest of Cuculan. Here I'm chanting. And then we have some Supreme War Captain's Guard. That's cool. It's a cool unit. They've got their armies split up here, but check this out. This starts really quick here, and the Ryan King's going for a cab charge on the Apachean force here. He's got some dog soldiers, which is like an archer unit. So he's like, you know what? Why not? He doesn't have them protected. Might as well go for a charge with his general. I guess he backs off. No, he goes for it. See what happens here, and then I'll get back to listing out units. This is a 2v2. So now he's getting them out of there. He killed a decent amount and he hasn't even lost a horse unit yet. Not yet, that is. Ooh, check this out. The Apachean force here has some mounted Thunder Braves. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool unit there. Oh man, fierce. But yeah, where were we? We were talking about the Mayans. They are pushing to our gates. Look how quick this siege is going. We listed all these units here. He's got some more Jaguar warriors with some Temple Guard. He's got some more Temple Guard. Jaguar warriors. Very strong force here.
The walls have fallen. Saints, save us! The enemy are battering down the
So
gates.
they have broken down the walls, and the Ryan King is forming up a V shape to defend. And I'm forming up as well. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes. There we go. Let's just get these out of the way. Let's
get them out of the way.
Alright, so let's see. More priests of Kukulkan. So I think that's the Mayans. Actually, no, he has some units over here as well. He has a huge army. Temple guards.
To arms, General.
Oh man, it's going to be difficult.
Has breached the gates.
I really should get rid of these cutscenes. Let's see. Temple guard. Priests of Kukulkan. He has some hornet throwers. These guys throw like nest of hornets. That's really deadly. We have some temple guard over
The
here.
enemy are through the
Oh
walls.
man.
Fight on. The enemy must get no. Saints,
Oh,
save
New
us.
World.
The enemy are
This
battering
guy,
down the
and
gates.
this guy's gonna talk his head off. And then we have more temple guard. So that is the Mayans, a very large army, kind of everywhere right now. And we are forming up. This is pretty intense. Pretty intense. So I'm forming up a little V shape here. I've got my pikes holding off choke points, getting ready for them to swarm in like a bunch of madmen. But let's go ahead and check out the Apachean force here. He's got, oh,
Holy Mother of God! The enemy's ram is through our gates.
they brought a lot of rams, which was smart. A really smart move here. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Odie's men. Odie's men is what it's called. I'm not sure if that's right, but I'm gonna go with Odie's men. Let's see. So 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then behind that, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of War Chief's
The
men.
walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our
Man,
walls
how many
now.
walls? How many walls? That is the question. War Chief's men. What are these guys? They're heavy infantry. They don't look that heavy, but they look really cool. We have the Mounted Thunder Braves, which are already listed. Then, of course, he's got some Apachean Braves. Very cool. Very cool. Then, yeah, it looks like Apachean Braves are a missile unit. And then we have some war dogs. It looks like Orion King is going for another charge on these war dogs. He's gonna try to cut them down like dogs. Get it? Okay. So at this point, he is throwing his hornets and his jabs into my men, which is a smart move. Trying to cut down our numbers before charging in. I rushed out my cav as well to get some shots. I wasn't just gonna let him sit here and shoot at us. Then I retreat. This is actually kind of funny. I retreat and then I go back in because I see him running away. And then he's coming back and then I decide not to charge. I just had to be careful here because I didn't want my general to get surrounded. So I had to be careful. So at this point I think I just decide to run away. Get out of here, man. So the Ryan King has sent out some pikemen to fight him. He was having enough of their jabs too. He was sick of it. He wants to go out and charge. So we gave the attackers. By the way, I don't know if I said who the attackers were. It's Emperor Great Unknown playing as the Mayans and Coach Capanda playing as the Apachean tribes here. So they had a ton of money. In fact, when I saw that you could defend a fort, for some reason I thought it was a stone wall fort. I guess I was thinking about the Crusaders. The Crusaders, the forts are stone, I think, that I remember. So for some reason I thought we were gonna have stone walls, but we don't, which is fine because I don't know how great the artillery for these Mayans are. But here he comes, he's charging in, and I make a fatal mistake here. I forget to choke off this little point here, and look at this.
Ours.
He's charging right in. I was like, oh no. We also have some troops charging into my spearmen, which looks like they put down their pikes. And looks like they're not going to commit down this gap yet. And he's sending in troops in here as well. So I make a huge mistake here. Huge mistake. I'm trying to cut them off with some cav. Look, they just slaughtered my crossbows here. Those poor crossbows. Not defended or protected. So here comes the Odie's men. Odie's men. They're trying to cut through these pikemen. It looks like they're doing a pretty good job at it. You can't get defense upgrades on the native tribes, but you can get attack upgrades. And check this out. Here comes his Jaguar warriors after my swordsman militia. They're gonna cut them hard, but I am gonna surround them with some more. Look at these guys are covered in bees. The bees are all getting in their armor. It must be awful. Awful feeling. But I'm starting to secure this area again. We're pushing back these Jaguar warriors, and then I'm gonna push forward my pikemen here to these dog soldiers. That's an interesting name, dog soldiers. There we go. Good stab there, pikemen. Good stab. If I can get behind these Jaguars, that would be very useful. I'm shooting them like point blank with these crossbows, which is probably gonna help a lot. The problem with this fort is that we couldn't set up our guns at all, which is kind of tragic because guns can be very useful. So I'm retreating some men from the Ryan King's fight over here. I was helping them out, but I realized I need more help over on this side. I don't want these natives to break in. It's a pretty brutal fight. So we're pushing back the Jaguars here. My general is all bloodied up already. So I really think my crossbows here helped me out. I'm glad he didn't charge my crossbows. And then my pikemen are pushing these guys back as well. But we still have a ton of troops to defend against. Here comes the Ryan King's general. He's charging through here. He's gonna go help support this middle here. A lot of Odin's men. I want to say Odin, but I know that's a Norse god, so I can't be right. But look at this. He's kind of got him sandwiched, but I don't think he needs more troops over here. Quite honestly, I don't know, these crossbows haven't really been that useful for us, just because of the angle. Crossbows aren't good at shooting arc. You know, they're good at shooting straight forward like this, like very straightforward. Archers are better at shooting at more of a arch, you know, like a rainbow kind of shot. So, but sadly, Spain and Portugal didn't have any archers, just guns and crossbowmen. They do have some javies though, which has been useful. It looks like I've cleaned up these Jaguar warriors, so I have some free men to help fight. But look at this, he's going to send in some more Jaguar warriors. These guys are pretty cool looking. But look at all these Jaguars. Imagine all the Jaguar like the actual animal they had to kill to get these skins. So we have some routing over here by my men, which is not good at all. It leaves this whole open middle area open to attack. And that's exactly what he's going to charge. He's charging into my
pray
jabs.
the course of this battle changes. The enemy are through the walls. Fight on!
So he's breaking through another gap in the wall. Another gap.
My lord,
gap.
only half our force remains.
Okay, thank you. I am aware. So I've lost half my force. I'm cutting through these war chief's men with my aventurers. Let's see, the Rhine King. At this point, we're falling back to the center. This is red alert. This is what me and the Rhine King called red alert. This is when there's no hope defending against the walls, and we have to go to the town center and use the advantage of the town center, which is infinite morale. So yeah, now we're just trying to form up, putting up defenses. At this point, I really didn't have any solid infantry. I had very depleted units of conquistadors and swordmen militia. I do have my guns though, which is okay, I guess. I don't really have any angles to use them. But it looks like the Rhine King's men here are getting caught out by these Temple Guard, this Mayan force. I love the Mayan symbol here. Check that out. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And this uphill fight. So this is a pretty crazy fight here. So now I'm charging in the rest of my infantry here that routed. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. They routed and now they're ready to go back into the fight. So the scenario here is that this army was marching and they set up their little fort here just to sleep in and get ready for the next day, and they got ambushed by these tribes. So yes, the Rhine King's forces here are routing. I sent in some swordman militia, but it looks like they're routing as well. Oh, look at, we've got a Mayan here who ran up to the town center here. So it looks like my general is still in this fight, which is good. But we are getting engulfed here by angry natives who want their land back.
Our foolish general
there we go.
his life away,
there goes my
perhaps
general.
Our chances of victory with it.
So this is pretty desperate right here. It's not looking good for Team Apollo. And we are holding with tired crossbows, depleted infantry, and some scared gunners.
I pray the course of this battle changes, because defeat seems almost certain.
Gunners who prefer to fight at a distance. But look at all these Temple Guards, Supreme War Captain Guard, Apache and Brave. It's not looking good, but you never know. We could hold out. All we need is a chain route. Could save the day. Mostly it's the Rhine King's army that's left. A lot of my army has been destroyed. I do have some peasant crossbows and some gunners. But, oh, I do have some Javi men too, fighting in the front lines. Come on, Javies. You hear that?
I pray the
Those
course
chanting.
of this battle changes, because defeat seems almost certain.
He's got his priests of the Kukulan. It's a very intimidating chant. Ooh, now they're throwing their Javies in. That's just pure death. So we have very weak units trying to hold the town center. And oh my god. Look at all these tribes, these native soldiers. The Rhine King's general. Oh, there he goes.
Lies dead, slain by the enemy. We must help his men avenge him, lest they lose a heart.
And they are just cutting through. Here's my guns. They really didn't get any good shots off, which is kind of tragic. But you hear that? That's the enemy guns here, the mounted guns that are just destroying us.
My lord, we have lost control of the fort.
That is not good. We are trying to hold. All we need is a chain route. Just one unit needs to route, and it can cause a lot of fear into the enemy. We do have some conquistadors in here. A couple of them. Looks like Spanish conquistadors. It looks like my guns have now entered into melee, which they hate melee. They want to shoot their guns. And oh my god. So at this point, guys, you realize that we are not going to get through the night. All these Spanish and Portuguese knights or soldiers are going to die here. But they're going to try to take out as many as they can. Oh my god, look at all those jabs. So at this point they have taken command of the town center, and we have a handful of troops fighting for their lives. Hear that rally? That is such a cool rally sound. My gunners are really the only thing that's alive. And they're gonna fight to the death. Let's watch them in all their glory. They are getting pretty destroyed. Just kill one. Kill one. Nope. Down to one man. Down to one man. Ah,
Lord preserve
that is
us.
it. That is the
We have
siege.
been dealt a
And
stinging
wow,
defeat today.
look at this carnage. Do not mess with natives. Do not mess with them. They will destroy you. That was a great game. I hope you enjoyed that one. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I played it, as much as I did playing it. But Emperor Great Unknown and Coach Capanda, good game to you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.